Welcome back to another episode of Cappuccino Chat. This time, we're going to discuss a question I frequently get asked, and that is someone really trying to hack me? So, grab your cup of coffee, let's chat. Okay, so often when I'm talking to clients or prospective clients, security comes up in our conversations, and I'll either get asked, hey, so and so friend of mine received an email and they don't know if they were hacked, or I may have been hacked at this point. Why are people trying to hack me? Is someone trying to actively hack into my computer? There's different variations of this question, but um, and the answer is kind of vague and can go, it's not very helpful. Let's just put it that way. So the answer is yes and no. So most of us, no one is actively trying to hack directly into our computers or into our businesses. Now, there are exceptions to that rule. Um, those of us that have been breached or hacked and paid ransoms before, the odds of you being actively gone after a second time do go up. Um, Bigger businesses with more data, hospitals, local government, those are actively being looked at due to all the breaches that we know of from 2019 and so far this year in 2020. So there are the exceptions to the rule, but for most small businesses, the answer is no. No one's directly trying to hack into your business, but unfortunately, they're trying to hack into all of our businesses. So what that means is we all have to take responsibilities to educate our employees and ourselves and ensure that we're remaining safe. So one of the ways I discuss this with clients is, um, let's say I told you I had your password to your bank account. What would you do? Well, the answer that comes up is, of course, I would change my password. So then the question that comes up is, well, how do you know if I have your password or not? And the answer is you don't. But there are ways for us to enable some monitoring of what's called the dark web. We've had those conversations before. If not, please look back into some past Cappuccino chats or contact us. Um, there's also, um, going back in and having good password hygiene, multi-factor authentication, changing your password frequently. All these things will help in alleviate that, but that doesn't mean that that password may not again be breached at some point, because humans being humans, we're kind of lazy people. We will tend to reuse or use a slight variation of the same password at multiple locations. And with all of us doing a lot more business online these days, both personal and in our businesses, asking someone to remember 50 plus passwords and username combinations for all the different places we go to is honestly a little much for all of us. So there are programs to help with that, password managers and those types of things. Again, though, if someone ever got into your password manager, they kind of have keys to the kingdom at that point. So one of the best ways to do this is really with just educating yourself and your employees to be on the lookout for different things. Today, I received an email from a vendor saying, "Hey, open this attachment. Click on this to about this new project you're going to want to work on." It didn't sound like this particular vendor, so I sent a separate email. Never reply back to an email that you think is questionable, because it may be spoofed. So it looks like it's coming from the person you know, but it's really not. So you'll want to open up a brand new email in question. So I opened up a brand new email, sent this person an email, said, "Hey, did you mean to send me this email about this? It just, seems weird." And I got a reply back that again did not sound like this person, nor did it have this person's customary signature line in their email. So to me, that was kind of dead giveaways. At that point, I picked up the phone. They weren't available, left a voicemail, and sure enough, found out later on, yes, their email account was breached. So this person that breached it actually had active control over the email. So they were actually viewing any replies. So if people, as my email replied to them, they replied back saying, "Yes, that's a legitimate thing. Please click on that link and then put in your work credentials." So it was a phishing scheme trying to get my Office 365 credentials, basically. So knowing that. So again, training your employees and yourselves on how to spot these different things will help in controlling these types of breaches. And the only way to do that is to be constantly having that information put in front of us on a normal basis. So just like with your business, you guys are constantly learning different things in your professions, whatever that might be, professional services. If you're a CPA, if you do accounting in your business, heating and air conditioning and stuff. You got to keep up on all that stuff. You got to constantly be learning those different trades and tools and software packages that you use. But if no one ever trains you and you're not constantly keeping up on that, something's going to slip through and issues are going to be caused. It's the same with security. We just need to stay on top of it. What's the saying? How many times you got to do something repetitive before it becomes ingrained in our brains? The number seems to vary. I've heard as low as 7 times, and I've heard as high as like 14 times. So again, just constantly being on top of those different things. So getting back to the original question, is someone trying to hack you? Yes, just not directly. We're all caught up in the everyone fishing net, if you will. So they are casting a wide net and trying to get everybody caught up into it. So if they were to send out 10 million emails, let's just say, and 10% of those responded and were breached. And let's say, so that's a million. And let's say the ransomware that they just did a straight ransomware. So all 1 million people got $100 ransomware, which is way low. The average is between $300 and $500 on the personal level, and I think it's upward of 20,000 for the business. But let's just say it's only $100. So 100 times 1 million is, yes, 100 million. So that's why this continues to happen. So someone just made $100 million for sending out an email. And a lot of these services can be done online. Nobody has to know what they're doing. They can be that hacker that we all picture wearing the hoodie in their mother's basement. They don't have to know anything about computers other than that they turn it on. You can actually subscribe to a service for ransomware, and somebody else who knows what they're doing will sell you everything you need, give you written instructions and help on how to set it up. And then all you do is throw it out there. So, and then they just keep throwing it out there over and over and over and over again. So that's why this keeps happening. So keep up on your good hygiene. Continually talk to your employees about security. Always mention stuff to them as things go on. If you see things in the news, we have a weekly cybersecurity tips that come up. Again, if you'd like to sign up for those are completely free. They'll go to your email box. Just simple tips that you can use in your personal and business lives to use. We'll put that link here on the page if you'd like to get those and pass that along to your friends, family members, and everyone else in the business. Just really talk to everybody with this work from home, and we're not sure when this is all going to end. Working from home adds another layer. We don't know what our employees are doing on their home computers or home networks that could be causing even more of this. So again, having these conversations, being careful of what people click on or open in attachments, go to websites. And so that's still the number one way all these things happen. So if you have the best firewall and the best this, if an employee clicks on something, they're going to allow it in. So just imagine employees, someone's in your house, stranger knocks on your door, and instead of teaching your kids how to look through the window or the peephole in the door, they just instantly open the door. Well, you just let the bad guys in. So that's what we want to do again with our email and our security. Is we want to make sure we train our employees to, look through the window, make sure you know who it is outside before you just open the door for them. As always, if you have any questions with any of this information that we've gone over, or if you'd like for us to discuss or come on site and do a complimentary audit of your systems to kind of let you know where your security may be lacking or in need, please reach out to us. The phone number is 760-770-5200. I haven't really talked about coffee in a while. It's been a little different for us, everything going on. But, I still like my coffee locally here in the Palm Springs area from KOFFI, sorry. They do have new hours, so if you are by, making some good stuff. And as always, we also appreciate our military and law enforcement supporters of Black Rifle Coffee Company and Blue Line Roasting Company. So if you're looking for a good cup of coffee, I highly recommend all three of those. As always, stay safe and be smart with your security. Till next time.